Hello folks, meet me again, Mr. Scary Exist. In this video, I'd like to tell you the true story. Don't you know that I can see them, but they can't see me? Only 1 out of 1,000 people had the experience to get in touch with me. Here is the story.
My name is Ethan Anderson, and on that stormy night, I found myself home alone in the quiet town of Ravens Hollow. The rain pounded against the windows like a relentless drum, and each thunderclap echoed through the empty rooms, amplifying the eerie stillness that hung in the air. I settled into the worn-out armchair in the living room, the flickering light of a single lamp casting long shadows on the walls. The occasional flashes of lightning revealed a glimpse of the deserted streets outside, soaked by the relentless downpour. To dispel the unease that clung to the atmosphere, I decided to call my friend Ryan for some casual conversation. The ringing echoed through the house, each tone accentuated by the distant rumble of thunder. After a few moments, Ryan's familiar voice crackled through the phone. "Hey, Ethan, what's up?" Ryan's cheerful tone was a welcome distraction from the gloom outside. "Not much. Just weathering the storm here in Ravens Hollow. It's pretty intense. How about you?" I replied, the sound of raindrops on the roof punctuating our conversation. "You know how it is. Anyway, have you heard about that old mansion on Elm Street? They say it's haunted, man," Ryan chuckled, trying to inject some levity into the conversation. I laughed nervously, the idea of haunted mansions not being the most comforting topic in my current situation. "Come on, Ryan, don't scare me. I'm home alone, and it's raining cats and dogs outside." The conversation meandered through various topics, ranging from mundane everyday occurrences to shared memories that spanned our years of friendship. The rain and thunder provided a dramatic backdrop to our dialogue, creating an almost cinematic atmosphere. As we talked, the storm outside intensified. The wind howled, and the rain beat against the windows like an insistent drum. I found myself glancing over my shoulder, half expecting to see shadows lurking in the corners of the dimly lit room. The conversation took an unexpected turn when Ryan asked, "Hey, Ethan, have you ever felt like you were being watched when you're alone?" The question sent a shiver down my spine, and I looked around the room as if half expecting an unseen presence. "Come on, Ryan. You're just trying to spook me now. It's probably just the storm messing with my head." Ryan chuckled again, but this time there was an unsettling undertone to his laughter. "Maybe, Ethan, maybe. But storms have a way of revealing things we don't see in the light. Keep an eye out, my friend." The call ended, leaving me alone in the darkness with the persistent drumming of rain and the occasional roar of thunder. Unease settled over me like a heavy blanket as I wandered through the empty house, checking windows and doors as if seeking reassurance in the mundane. As I approached the large bay window in the living room, the raindrops danced against the glass, creating distorted patterns that seemed to writhe in the flickering lamplight. Lightning illuminated the outside world, casting fleeting glimpses of shadows that seemed to linger longer than they should. The phone rang again, jolting me from my uneasy thoughts. I hesitated for a moment before answering, half expecting Ryan's voice on the other end. Instead, a low, whispering sound greeted me, indistinct words that seemed to float on the static of the connection. "Who's there?" I asked, my voice tinged with a mixture of curiosity and trepidation. The whispers continued, growing more insistent and unnerving. I strained to make out the words, but they eluded comprehension, like a cryptic message carried on the wind. Ryan, is this some kind of prank? I demanded, my heart pounding in my chest. The whispers coalesced into a distorted voice that seemed to echo from an unseen realm. I've been here all along, Ethan. In the shadows, in the rain, in the echoes of thunder. I'm the entity that exists, untouched and unseen. A chill ran down my spine as the realization dawned. The unseen, the untouched. Ryan had alluded to it in our conversation. The atmosphere in the room shifted, and I felt the weight of an invisible presence, like a gaze that transcended the physical realm. I don't know who or what you are, but leave me alone, I exclaimed, my voice trembling with a mixture of fear and defiance. The distorted voice chuckled, the sound echoing through the empty house. Alone? Oh, my dear Ethan, you're never truly alone. I'm here in the rain that taps on your window, in the thunder that rattles your walls. I'm the unseen force that lingers in the shadows. I stumbled back, my mind racing with a blend of disbelief and terror. The storm outside intensified, as if responding to the unseen entity's proclamation. Rain lashed against the windows, and thunder reverberated through the house like an ominous heartbeat. I didn't invite you here. What do you want? I demanded, my voice quivering. The entity's response was a haunting melody, a spectral tune that seemed to weave through the raindrops and the distant thunder. It filled the room, creating an ethereal atmosphere that transcended the natural and ventured into the supernatural. I'm here because you called out to me, Ethan. In the loneliness of the storm, you sought a connection beyond the tangible. I am that connection, the untouched force that lingers in the shadows of your existence. As the spectral melody continued, I felt a strange sense of surrender. The boundary between reality and the unseen blurred, and the rain outside became more than a weather phenomenon. It was a conduit, a bridge to a realm that defied explanation. The entity's voice, now a gentle whisper, wrapped around my consciousness like a spectral embrace. Embrace the storm, Ethan. Embrace the rain and the thunder. In their echoes, you'll find the connection you seek. I stood there, the spectral melody enveloping me, the rain tapping a rhythmic dance against the windows, and the thunder resonating like a heartbeat. In that moment, Raven's Hollow became a nexus of the natural and the supernatural, where the mundane met the mysterious in the embrace of a stormy night.